Amanda is back. This time, she's a counselor at New Life. She's trying to fix all the pieces from the last one. This is 1988's Amanda by Night, Part 2. What's going on? I'm Jason from Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films, and this is Amanda by Night 2. And this is a request by Tim Me 50. He said, why don't you do the next one? And I said, why don't we do the next one? Let's give Tim what he wants. I loved Amanda by Night. I wanted to see what happened next. I got involved in it. I found a good 35mm print, and so we're doing it. It's done. I'm doing now this part. Veronica Hart's back. Amanda Heather. She's now Amanda Hart because she married our Bullock, Lieutenant Hart. But we'll talk about her and a whole new cast at the end. Harold Lime's back, and he wrote this one. Remember Amanda by Night? I would imagine Harold wrote Amanda by Night. No writing credit. Not on the picture, not on the box, not on the poster, not on the internet, nothing. My money's on Harold wrote it. He wrote this one for sure. And it won for Best Screenplay. You know how hard it is to find the AVN Best Screenplays? If you go to like their wiki, they don't even include this. There's no respect. This is half the reason I do this show. They don't even include the screenwriters. You have to dig deep. This won this is a 1988 film, so 1989 Best Screenplay. Harold Lime. Amanda by Night 2. Jack Remy directed this, taking over for Gary Graver. He's in the director's chair this time. Also a famous cinematographer and director. And like Gary, he's best known for cinematography. He has 3 awards. His biggest one's probably he shot Cafe Flesh 2, which is a good looking picture. He's won multiple awards as a cinematographer. He's our director today. He did a great job. I'll tell you what Jack Remy did with Harold Lime is they're both AVN Hall of Famers. All they did was got a bunch of AVN Hall of Famers. Every single person minus one. I don't even know if I should, maybe I shouldn't say her. Everyone's an AVN Hall of Famer in this movie. Everyone has won multiple awards. This is a talented cast and crew. This was 91 minutes long. 34 minutes. I think a little bit over 34 minutes is our presentation. It's PG. We have a lot of soft swears. We are dealing with ladies of the evening again. A lot of soft swears. We have a scene with a knife and a scene with a gun. No deaths this time. We do have a death. It's an investigation of a death, but you don't see it. Let's jump into this. We'll talk about all the actors at the end.
She spent 9 months in rehab, 1 year counseling. That's right. Yeah, she's one of the most reliable workers I have. You revoke her now and you're blowing 2.5 good years right out the door. Listen, Jerry, we'll talk about this later, okay? When we both have calmed down a bit. Oh, I don't think you're a reactionary dinosaur, Jerry. Others might say that, but not me. Can I help you?
I'm Lieutenant Alex Turner, Oakdale Division Homicide. I need to talk to you about the Bridget Nelson murder.
Yes, I've heard already.
It's quite a grapevine you have going for you here.
It's a very small world we live in here.
Okay, calm down. You do good work, I'm told. Look, I need to speak to Bridget's roommate, Melissa. We can't seem to find her. And I've got information that she comes to you from time to time for counseling.
Yeah, she did. I had Bridget for a few sessions, too, but she was, what should I say? Too young? Too impatient? I get a lot of that, I'm afraid.
Do you know where Melissa is?
You'll need a court order for that, Lieutenant. Listen, confidentiality is one of the few things this place has going for it.
This is a picture of Bridget Nelson the day she was murdered. I don't have time for a court order, Amanda.
I know the helplessness these girls feel, the vulnerability, the lack of self-image. I'd do anything I could to protect them, Lieutenant. I have been known to bend a few regulations.
Bend one now.
Oh, damn. I wish you hadn't shown me that picture. I just hope it's as important as you say it is. Because I'll lose it for sure after this. Once the girls can't trust you, they don't need you.
I appreciate this. Also, anything that she might have said that could be of information to us.
I think she saw the man that was with Bridget that night.
You mean a positive ID?
Well, no name, unfortunately, but, well, it's a start, isn't it?
Absolutely. I can't thank you enough for this, Amanda.
Seeing as I'll probably never hear from her again, can you let me know what happens?
That's a promise. Open up, it's the Oakdale Police.
You'd better have a warrant on you.
Why? Do I need one? Is there a crime being committed here? I just want to chat with you, Melissa.
Well, it was nice talking to you. I was seeing. I'm late. Oh, shit.
You ever heard of Madam George, cop? Do you think this thing through? You're gonna be in big trouble for this one, believe that.
First of all, you don't rate George's protection, so let's cut out all the phony outrage. Secondly, here's my ID.
Alex Turner, lieutenant. Homicide. No wonder you don't look familiar.
It's about your ex-roommate, Bridget.
Yeah, well, what about her?
I've got information that you saw the man she was with the night she was killed.
That's bullshit! She's a bitch. It's confidential. She's lying.
We had a hell of a time getting the information out of Amanda. But confidentiality goes right out the window in a murder case, Melissa. And right now you're the only link we have.
I think I'll pass if it's all the same to you.
What about Bridget? Don't you even care what happened to her?
She's a loser.
And you're a winner, right? Well, let me tell you something, winner. You're gonna come out and help me find this guy, because if you don't, Vice is gonna let it out on the street that you've just become their #1 all-time gold mine snitch.
And you're a prick. You know, you're worse than the pimps.
When it comes to homicide, you bet your ass. Remember, Bridget said she was going to go work for George and have a better life. Now that she's dead, you just want that same opportunity.
You know, I really hate you for this.
I'm going to come in a few minutes later just to keep an eye out on things. So don't sweat it, all right? Let's just get up on the next rung of that ladder and see where it leads.
Listen, Alex the cop, you better be there for me. Do you know what the owner did to a girl that he thought was going to snitch on him? He cut her nose off. His name is Billy the Kid. Frankly, I'm scared of him.
Look, honey, I know you got the looks and everything, and George really needs somebody right now. But you're a little pushy, you know what I mean? So, if we want you, we'll call you.
What's this if shit? I want her. Where you been hiding this fox, Nora?
Hey, kid, she wants to fill in for Bridget.
Oh, yeah? The roommate, right?
Right.
Does she do good work for you, Nora?
Oh, yeah, kid, she'd fit right in, and she doesn't even have any big ideas like our little friend Bridget.
Hey, forget Bridget. That's history.
Okay.
Well, before I pass on any recommendations, I'd like to know what I'm talking about. Come on, kid. I feel like an interview.
Kid, take it easy on her, will you?
I'm always easy, Nora. You know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Listen, send Chris home, will you?
Tony, send Nora in here, now.
What happened,
kid. Melissa left here with some guy like she was shot out of a cannon.
The best, huh, Nora?
Yeah.
Level-headed. Not like Bridget, right?
Billy, what happened? I have never had a problem with her.
I guess I need to go back to spy school, huh, Alex?
Look, I'm not blaming you.
Hey, it's okay. You came, you bailed me out. You could have just let it go. I appreciate that, Alex.
It could still work out, Melissa.
You know it can't wash out. You know it. I blew it. Go ahead, call the vice if you want.
Will you forget that I said that? Christ.
Hello?
Melissa, this is Nora. How would you like the best news of your life?
What? Listen, Nora, I'd like to apologize about the other night at Billy's. I mean, you really scared the hell out of me. I mean, I didn't mean to...
Melissa, forget Billy, will you? Everybody knows he's a prick. Now listen to me. Hunter Marshall wants to see you.
Hunter Marshall? Are you sure about that?
He just called me a few minutes ago. He's sending a car around for you at 1 o'clock. Baby, he's talking about moving you up.
Why? Why me?
Well, why not? Bridget's gone.
Thanks, Nora. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Melissa, I had no idea you were so beautiful. The trouble with this business is a lack of communication. I've heard that you're interested in stepping up in this business.
Well, I did want to. But frankly, Billy the Kid has changed that idea.
Melissa, please. What I have in mind for you, there'll never be another Billy again in your whole life. This is the Gold Coast, Angel. The sweet life. You'd be going out with politicians, captains of industry, celebrities. The cream, baby. We'll lease you a high-rise apartment, a nice car. Get you a whole new wardrobe.
Was this opening going to Bridget?
Yeah, we were grooming her. But frankly, if I'd have known about you, she'd never have had a chance.
Well, she never got it anyway, did she?
Listen, what happened to Bridget was a big mistake. It'll never happen again, I promise. I'm going to personally protect you. I'm going to see that you get the opportunities you deserve. Think of it, Melissa. No more cheap trick pads, no police hassles, trips to Acapulco, the Bahamas. You'll never look back.
I can't believe this. You know, I was thinking of quitting, going back to Salina, Kansas.
You're from Kansas?
Yeah. Whoopee.
I was born in Topeka.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No way.
Look at that, we're both a couple of Jayhawks. You know, I did all right for a kid from the Farm Belt. So can you, Melissa. Look, I'm not Billy. There's no strings on this. It's just... Well, I thought that we'd be seeing a lot of each other from now on. Might be nice to cement our relationship with something more meaningful than a handshake.
My choice?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to the top no matter what we do.
Hey, baby. What you doing here?
Tony let me in. Gotta talk to you.
Yeah? Talk.
I'm leaving you, Billy. Packed up my things. Here's your apartment key.
What? Leave? Come on, what are you talking about? Hey, baby. Chris, what's wrong, baby?
What's wrong?
Yeah. It wasn't what you'd think.
Really? What was it?
Look, I never get you involved in my business, right? I mean, I never tried to turn you out. I mean, you're special.
So?
So never, ever repeat what I'm about to say to you.
Don't you think you can trust me by now?
I'm hoping on it. Okay? Now, that broad that came in here, I think she's a plant. Yeah, and that boyfriend, so-called boyfriend of hers, is undercover.
What for? I mean, I thought you were off limits to Vice.
Who said anything about Vice, baby?
Because of Bridget?
Hey, don't ask so many questions. Anyway, it's taken care of.
What do you mean, taken care of?
No, not like that. Okay? I mean, I called Hunter, and he's giving Chicky Poo there the opportunity of a lifetime. They want her to take Bridget's slot in the organization. Yeah. And I figure, taste the good life, she'll kiss that old fuzz goodbye. All right? And of course, with George's protection, those cops will be history to her.
Way to go, Billy.
Yeah. Makes sense to you now, don't it? Huh, see, I was just trying to speed things up a bit, you see.
Guess I jumped the gun, didn't I?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you kind of did.
Lieutenant Turner, please. Tell him it's Bluebird.
What have you got for me, Bluebird? I'm running pretty empty right now.
Well, she got through to Hunter. He's offering her a top spot in Madame George's organization. Offer her plenty of protection. That'll neutralize her. Kill her incentive to cooperate with us.
That's what she thinks.
Well, you'd better hurry. They're probably going to move her to a new spot right away.
Thanks, Bluebird. Look, call me this time tomorrow.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
You forgot to lock your door.
No reason.
It's always nice to see upward mobility in your profession.
I don't need any sarcasm from you, Alex. I'm going home. I'm quitting.
Why, Melissa, what a big fibber you are. Hunter Marshall has taken you under his wing, which means that Madame George will see to it that you drink Dom 59 every night and never have to look at a cop for the rest of your life. Short and sweet as it may be, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't know any Hunter Marshall.
Talking about murder. The kind of felony about which Madame George and her influential friends means jack shit. What do you think the department is anyway? Just a nice little doggy that's going to roll over and let Madame George and her friends do anything they want? Vice has had an undercover cop in the organization for months. We know what's going on, and we're going to keep the pressure up until Bridget's killer surfaces.
Yeah, and with my help.
You saw him. If they didn't do it, then the pimps and peddlers are protecting whoever did.
You just get out of my life, Alex.
You know I can't do that, Melissa. One of these days, somebody's going to become terribly paranoid. Who knows what sets these people off? They're going to want to know what you were doing with a cop at Billy's bar and why.
Hunter's not going to let anything happen.
Why? Because you're bought and paid for? Maybe as far as he's concerned, but what about Madame George? Or the guy who didn't Bridget? You're living on borrowed time, Melissa. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Nobody rides for free. Now, is that it, Alex?
Yeah. If I have to take you in as a material witness, I will. It may not stick, but I don't think your new employers would be too crazy about it.
So what happens now?
Not a thing. We never had this conversation. We stick to the plan as is. When you see the familiar face, you call me.
Yeah, and what happens if I see that familiar face and don't call you?
It's a chance I'm gonna have to take. That when you see the man who took Bridget away, the one who probably killed her later that night, she was your roommate, for Christ's sakes! That you'll do the right thing! You see, I don't think you're up to protecting a murderer, Melissa.
Toto, I think we're not in Kansas anymore.
What's that?
Nothing. Just a line from The Wizard of Oz. Hartley, please come sit down next to me.
You're gonna be okay.
I feel like a giant yo-yo.
You're not as tough as you make yourself out to be, you know that?
Neither are you, Alex and Cobb. Just make sure whoever's on the inside keeps an eye on me. 'Cause I feel like I don't have a friend in the world.
I'm your friend, Melissa.
Dear Alex, I'm sorry, but I can't go through with it. I'm not cut out to be a Matahari, and I don't think Hutter has the answers for me either. At least you convinced me of that. Please don't think too badly of me. Also, my real name is Lisa. And last night was very special to me.
We could have had such a good thing, Timmy. My girls, your politician friends, influence peddlers, lobbyists.
Look, I set you up because I thought you had the polish and ability to be the best madam in this city.
You set me up because you knew I had the balls to be the top madam.
Look, I really don't see what you're so upset about. Now, why don't you just sit down and finish eating your scrambled eggs before they get cold?
You know, what's scrambled here is your brain. So let's just forget the politician's first credo, which is to deny everything. The fact is, you wasted a little hooker. And regardless of how you feel about the value of her life, this one's just not going away.
What do you mean? Now, no one knows that I was with her that night.
Wake up, Tim. Some guy, probably an undercover. And Bridget's roommate went to Billy's bar. The roommate wanted to take her place as a call girl.
Hunter will take care of her. Offer her some money or something.
I think she saw you with Bridget that night.
Christ, Denise. What are we going to do? If she did see me...
We won't do anything. I've got a network of informants in this city that would make Vice green with envy. I'll find this roommate. And unlike some people who bury bodies in ditches, this one will fall off the face of the earth. What'd you do it for, anyway? What got through that politician's cool of yours?
She laughed at me.
She what? I laugh at you all the time.
Well, that's a little bit different. We're partners. She started to get big ideas, and she was going to work for you. Anyway, I didn't mean to kill her. It was an accident. I just lost my temper.
That's what you get for trying to promote the street urchin that you troll for at Billy's. You're just lucky you weren't there.
Look, Denise, I know all of this. Never again.
You bet never again. Now listen, this is what you can do for me. Us. I want Billy's license revoked. And I want that place closed down. The people that hang out there are just gonna start talking too much.
What about Billy?
Don't get sentimental on me now, Tim. This is Operation Cover Your Ass, remember? You just stick to what you know best. Like lying to the public.
Look, I don't rate this pejorative attitude of yours. I made you a lot of money in this town. Sorry.
New life.
Amanda, this is Lieutenant Turner, remember?
Sure, I remember.
You asked me to keep you up to date on the Bridget Nelson murder. Look, her roommate Melissa's split, and frankly, I think she's in a great deal of danger. She also holds the key to breaking this case. Amanda, you there?
Yes, I'm listening.
Amanda, has she contacted you? Do you know where she is?
Well, the last time you asked me to help you out on that, it didn't work out too well, did it, Lieutenant? Yeah. Yeah, she did contact me, much to my surprise.
Look, she and I, we're friends. She's just scared and confused. If I don't find her, somebody else is going to. You don't want to look at another police photograph, do you?
She's not going to work undercover for you anymore, Lieutenant.
I know that. I'm just trying to save her life.
Okay. She's at the Ridgemont Arms, room 405.
I'm putting her into our protective witness program until this case breaks open.
Oh, I hate to rat out one of my own girls, but I just don't think she can make it anymore on her own.
Thanks, Amanda. Look, call me Alex from now on, huh? I feel like you're part of the department now.
I wouldn't go that far, Alex. Keep me posted?
Sure, thanks.
Look, Denise, I agreed to bring her here because I thought you wanted her to get a little vacation from the heat.
Oh, but I do, Hunter. I do.
Well, what's this shit about tying her up?
Well, we're gonna play a little question and answer with the street bimbo. Is that okay with you?
No rough stuff, Denise.
Why, Hunter, I believe you have a soft spot for this girl. How droll.
Look, I was supposed to meet Billy here. You know, what's happening?
Billy's got a very full plate from what I've been told. Something about serving minors and other things. I forget all the details. You know, Hunter, I think you should go in the other room and stuff cotton in your ears. That way you won't have to hear how Melissa makes a chump out of you. Or hear her screams, whichever comes first. Well, I guess it's just us girls now, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Chris, I've always had my doubts about you. You know, you don't hook, you don't take drugs, a real straight arrow. And yet you hook up with a lowlife like Billy the Kid. Melissa. Who is the so-called John that rescued you from Billy's that night? And what do you know about Bridget's last date?
Please, I don't know what you want. I've told you everything I know.
Look, this is getting real boring. Like a broken record. Chris, why don't you teach this tramp the joys of telling the truth?
Why me? I mean, I'm not involved here.
Well, you're either with us or you're against us. So get to work. And don't bother gagging her. Out here, it doesn't matter.
Just one thing, Denise.
What's that?
What's in it for me?
Now, there's a sentiment I can really relate to. Perhaps a managerial position in my organization. You know, for real money, instead of Billy bucks.
Police officer, you're under arrest.
I hope she moves.
I'll read your rights later. Melissa, call the cops. Tell them an officer needs assistance and give them the address. In the meantime, keep her quiet.
Go ahead. Call the police.
Oh, there's time for that. Now it's my turn to ask all the questions. A question that you're going to answer, since there are no lawyers or cops around to prevent my method of making you talk. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for bringing my purse. I always carry this for protection. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Madam George. I know who picked up Bridget. Who is he?
I knew it. What do you care, anyway?
Because I could have been Bridget. And I know somewhere along the line that scum is gonna try it again. And I don't like being tied up, and I don't like being harassed. Is that enough? Last chance.
Please, not the face. His name is Timothy Dunn. He's a politician in city government. He's very well known in certain circles.
Yeah, and about to be known in all the circles. Now describe him.
He's 6 feet, good looking, 35, maybe, just please put the knife away.
Guess we'll never know if I was gonna cut you. Will we? Operator, give me the police.
Hi, Barbara. You got a message for me?
That homicide cop, Lieutenant Turner, called. He said Melissa's not at the Ridgemont Arms. He thinks she's been kidnapped.
Oh, shit.
He said there were signs of a struggle.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Barbara.
He's at the Oakdale station if you need to talk to him.
Right. What's on your mind, Susan?
Well, I'd like to pick up my paycheck. I know it's not due until Friday, but I'm quitting.
You're quitting?
Well, I got this great job in Seattle that this girlfriend of mine got for me. It's a straight gig, but the money's great, so I've got to go.
Doing what?
Well, it's dancing. Straight dancing, you know, no stripping or anything, just regular go-go dancing.
Oh, and you're leaving today?
Uh-huh. As soon as I get my paycheck.
Bags checked, ticket bought, checked out of the hotel?
I left the key with the landlord this morning. I'm all set to go.
Can I see your ticket, Susan?
Well, I left it at the...
Where? The hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought you'd checked out of the hotel, Susan.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, Susan. Someone must have given you the wrong ticket. This says New York. Well, you must be one hell of a dancer, Susan.
You bitch, you have no right to go through my purse.
You were the only one who was in the office when I gave Alex Turner Melissa's address. You know, I never made the connection. How much do they pay you for a girl's life?
I don't have to listen to this shit. Jesus.
Stop. I don't want to hurt you. I got this gun to protect my girls from the pimps and the vermin on the street. Well, I think you qualify for vermin now. Now, who did you call?
You wouldn't use that.
I'll blow off a piece of your leg, then ask the same question. Oh, I'm a crack shot, Susan. My late husband was a cop, and he taught me all about guns. Your choice.
You can't prove that I did anything.
Who the hell said anything about proving? I'm going to say that was my money and you stole it. Now, who do you think they're going to believe, Susan? Me or you?
All right. All right, just put it down, all right?
Who did you call?
Marshall. His name was Hunter Marshall. Now put it down.
Alex Turner, this is Amanda Hart. Do you know a Hunter Marshall? Well, he's the one that's got her. And why don't you send over a car to my office? They can collect my source of information. And you just better pray it's not too late, Missy. Or you're going to be looking at 20 years up at Fontana.
What do you want?
That'll have to be in another lifetime, Hunter. You're under arrest. If anybody deserved a promotion, you did.
Thanks. You know, there were times during that operation when I wished I was still a meter maid. Whatever happened to the Honorable Timothy Dunn?
We picked him up for questioning. And he was babbling a mile a minute on everything before we got to the station. Tried to make deals left and right.
God, a politician to the end, huh?
Yeah. Certain quarters at City Hall are going to be pretty ripe for a while.
So, how's your star witness?
Well, With Madame George's operation busted up, she's probably on the main boulevard plying her trade. Don't worry, though. I mean, she's going to testify in court.
Of course you will, Alex. Look, don't be so hard on Melissa. In the end, she showed she really cared. Look, once Madame George got behind her defense attorneys, we never would have gotten the scoop on Timothy Dunn. She did it her way, and it worked.
You know it wouldn't have held up in court.
Yeah, I know, but she did the best she could, and it worked out okay.
Me too. Pleasure working with you, Sergeant. Stay out of crummy bars for a while, okay?
Yeah, you know, I think I'm going into juvenile division for a while. Give my nerves a rest.
Juvenile. God help you, Chris.
See ya.
Alex, hi.
Lisa, what have you got to say for yourself? You're not going back to Kansas, are you?
No. I'm going to Amanda's Life Counseling Center. I am moving into one of her apartment buildings. I start work tomorrow. So, what have you got to say for yourself?
I think that's great that you're going to work for Amanda. I think that you'll probably...
Hey, Mr. Good Cop. No speeches, please. Just off the record.
Off the record?
So what'd you think about all that big hair acting? Everyone had a helmet. Everyone, if I could just do this, take Photoshop and put everyone in my place and their hair would take up this. Hartley has the biggest bunion. My brother and I called that a bunion. We actually had a theme song for it. We'd kind of go beatbox and go, look at that bunion, bunion, bunion. A lot of bunions. Krista Lane's taken over the Veronica Hart position, basically. I mean, Veronica Hart's still there. She's in a couple scenes, non-performing scenes. She's just there as an actor. And Krista's taken over. She actually won in this year, in 1988. She was the AVN Best Actress for Deep Throat 2. So this is what she did after winning the statue. Robert Bullock is our leading man. He won Best Actor in 1988, this year, and in 1989. He did a super good job as Lieutenant Turner. I don't know if I've ever seen Bullock not be jokey. I can think of some serious some serious roles. Why did I say ads? Some serious role, but always jokey involved, and there's no joke in here. He's no nonsense copper. So we got a lot of good guys and a lot of bad guys, and some people are undercover. So you don't even know up front. Some of the bad guys are actually good guys. You got to follow the story, which is something that clearly we like. I love seeing Tracey Adams as the madam, the queen bad guy. We barely see, I haven't seen Tracey. I feel like I haven't seen Tracey Adams in a long time. And she comes through the picture halfway. I was so happy when she popped up. Billy D plays Billy the Kid. Talking about the bad guys now. And Ona Z, those were the two at the clubs, and Herschel Savage. Those are our four main bad guys. Herschel, Ona, Billy, Tracey. Ona Z won Best Actress this following year, the one that Amanda by Night 2 was in the running. She won for Portrait of an Affair. Bullock actually won for Portrait of an Affair too. Portrait of an Affair swept everything. Luckily for our cast, half of them were in both. Herschel Savage, I loved seeing that. He got a meaty role. He had a bunch of dialogue as the kid from Kansas. Billy D, sleazy running the bar. He had some of my best lines. I'm already working on a short of him fighting Bullock, which didn't make the cut, so it doesn't really make sense for me to talk about it here. He was a great villain. Oh, and then Eric Edwards cameo. He was the baddest bad guy. He's the one who did the murder that everyone is trying to get to the bottom of. Nina Hartley, who won Best Supporting Actor, AVN 1989 for Portrait of an Affair. Our main good cop, partnered up with Krista Lane. Matching dues, bunions. She stands out over everyone. I mean, Nina Hart kind of stands out no matter who you put her with, but put her in all yellow and she's 100% standing out. And I don't even know if you noticed that scene where there's no gun, cutaway, cuts, you're under arrest. I had to do split screen because Krista is topless. So I had to take a 2-shot of them with her clothes on and then a 2-shot of them no clothes on with gun, and maybe you could do it split screen. Now that you know, you'll be able to tell. You'll be like, oh yeah, there is some color in the lighting difference.
Police officer, you're under arrest.
Alexis Greco, iffy, gray area. She worked in Amanda's, what was it called again? New Life. She worked at New Life with her, but she was going down a dark path. I love the scene where Amanda Hart, remember she got married, she's not Amanda Heather anymore, she's Amanda Hart. Amanda Hart just calls her on all her lies, her ticket, her hotel room, her cash for dancing. And then we also got to see Mike Horner for a split second, getting kicked out of the room when, I think it's second to opening scene, somewhere in the very beginning there, when Bullock busts in Krista's room with a gun. And that's it. Amanda by Night, Part 2. Shot on 35mm in 1988. That is rare. Thank you for watching. Everything we've been basically doing is put on pause for right now. I threw a temper tantrum and was going to quit this week. I was going to just take this week off. Decided to pull together some Amanda by Night 2. We have donation buttons, and we have the stupid shit we say, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I might see you on Sunday. I might not. Who knows? I don't know what's going on. No one knows what's going on. But I'm sure we'll do something. See you around.